Let's be honest. Marriage is officially the worst investment a man can make in 2026. We keep asking why men are staying single, but look at the actual cost-benefit analysis. He's expected to be the provider, the protector, and pay every single bill on time. And what does he get in return? A permanent roommate who's grumpy 6 days a week. We've reached a point where men are subsidizing their lifestyle for women who don't even like them. If a man ran his business the way he runs his marriage, he'd be bankrupt in a month. He's putting in 100% of the capital for a 1% return on intimacy if he's lucky. Since when did once a month become the standard for a high-performance partnership? Ladies, we can't demand traditional provision while offering zero traditional peace. Modern women want a CEO husband, but offer the attitude of a disgruntled middle manager. Why would a rational man sign a contract where he loses half his assets if she gets bored? It's not fear of commitment. It's a basic understanding of a bad trade. We've priced ourselves out of the market and we're wondering why the buyers are leaving. If there's no peace, no intimacy, and no financial logic, what exactly is the benefit here?
One trend that's become hard to ignore is the number of men looking beyond their own borders when it comes to relationships. At the same time, you rarely hear conversations about large numbers of foreign men specifically seeking relationships in America. People can debate the reasons, but the contrast itself is worth noticing. It raises questions about what different groups are prioritizing and valuing today.
Okay, another hot take, listen up. Why have a lot of men today given up? 1. Feminism distorted polarity. Modern feminism encouraged women to act more masculine instead of honoring their true femininity. It's created confusion and competition instead of complementing one another. 2. Social media crushed everybody's confidence. Constant comparison to unrealistic wealth, bodies, lifestyle. This made average men feel invisible and defeated. 3. We've got a loss of masculine purpose. Traditional masculine roles were demonized, but no healthy new models replaced them. Men were told to just be less, but not better. 4, we've got an addiction to escapism. Instead of building resilience, many checked out into gaming, porn, really just endless distractions to avoid the difficulties of personal growth. 5, we've lost brotherhood and mentorship. Men used to grow through challenge and community. Now, most are isolated with no guidance, no standards, no accountability. And finally, no accountability mindset. It's easier to blame feminism, women, or society than to do the hard internal work to actually reclaim your power. Strong men and soft women both lost in this mess. We need to get both back.
Technology has changed dating in ways nobody could have predicted 20 years ago. Dating apps dramatically expanded access and options for everyone involved, but they also created expectations that don't always align with reality. Sometimes attention gets mistaken for commitment, and those two things have never been the same.
Okay, I have a theory on why all the hottest girls are single and nobody's married yet. I figured it out. It's because before, hot women were a rare commodity. Now, everyone is just way too hot. It's easy for girls to get hot, right? And now it's like when you see a desirable, high-value man, they have way too many options. And girls don't have options anymore. And it's so frustrating because it's like, people would kind of date in their lane, if you know what I mean. Before there was like fillers and Botox and hair and cute outfits and spray tans and all that stuff. People would date in their lane. Now, everyone's hot and no men can't do any type of like plastic surgery or height surgery or whatever. And with women working and men working equal pay, that's also a rare thing. So, ladies, we need to figure out a way to make men suck again. Sorry, they do suck. That's my point. They do suck. We just need to even out the ratio here. We're too hot. Men need to catch up to us. You know what I mean?
At a certain point, staying single becomes a perfectly reasonable option. Not everyone needs to be in a relationship to feel fulfilled or complete. More men are discovering they can build meaningful lives without forcing something that doesn't fit. There's a lot of freedom in being comfortable with your own company.
Single focus is peace. Which then illuminated why when a woman interrupts a man doing what he's doing, why you guys are so furious and don't pretend you're not. You try to get a grip on it. Not only have we diminished your ability to be productive by interrupting you, we have disrupted your peace. So I've tried to talk to him like, if a man were meditating, you could hear him chanting. Really? Would you walk in on him to say that? Like, imagine that's what he's doing. A man focused, he's in a meditation of fixing the car, repairing the sprinklers, playing a game with his son. He's at peace. Leave him at peace. And if you can't, I am sorry to interrupt. Be respectful of the impact you're having. I'm so sorry to interrupt.
Occasionally, someone articulates an observation that resonates with people across the board. The reason those insights stand out is because they focus on understanding rather than arguing. Most men want to feel heard before they want to be corrected, and genuine understanding tends to go further than criticism ever will.
Women give men a million reasons to look elsewhere. And trust me, it's rarely about looks, it's your attitude that drives him away. You got it twisted.
Yeah.
You think just because you're beautiful, you're the goddess of the universe and he should just be lucky to breathe your air. Wake up. Beauty is common. Intimacy is a dime a dozen. It's free everywhere.
Yeah.
If you want to be a prize, you have to offer more than just your body. Because women are so emotional, it don't matter what you did all the way up until the moment she's mad. When she's mad, it don't matter what you did. She'll destroy everything because she didn't get her way in these 5 minutes.
Right.
This is what women do in relationships. And then they say, happy wife, happy life. That's narcissism to the 1000 degree.
Yeah.
But women don't think they're narcissists. Here's the hidden truth. Attraction dies where accountability is missing.
Yeah.
Beauty can't carry disrespect forever. High-value men don't leave because of temptation. They leave because peace disappears and chaos becomes the norm. Standards aren't misogyny, they're self-respect.
Yeah.
And anyone threatened by that was never built for partnership anyway.
Many men have reached a point where protecting their peace has become a higher priority than chasing approval. The realization is simple. The world doesn't revolve around any one person, and healthy relationships require mutual consideration. Expectations work best when they're balanced. That's true regardless of gender.
Because it looks like these Gen Z boys have it figured out. The age of chasing is over, guys. Modern men are no longer confused, and they're no longer scared. They're simply not playing the game anymore. Modern men are done performing for disinterest. Today, when a woman tells him no, a man who respects himself says, okay, and he leaves her alone. No arguing, no convincing, no follow-ups, no orbiting, no friendship code. But here's the issue women didn't anticipate. Those men, they never come back. They don't linger, they don't check in, they don't wait for a mood change. They simply move on as though nothing happened. Because modern men have finally asked the obvious question about dating here in 2026. And that question is, why chase someone who is running away? Chasing assumes resistance. Resistance assumes lack of desire, and lack of desire is a dead end. Attraction that needs persuasion was never attraction to begin with. Over the past few years, men have realized something very critical. If she really wants you, she makes it easy. If she doesn't want you, no amount of effort will magically convert indifference into desire. So men have stopped chasing, not out of bitterness, but out of efficiency. Men have stopped proving. They've stopped auditioning. They've stopped trying to earn interest. These guys now operate on one simple rule: interest first, investment second. Anything else is just bad math as far as they're concerned. And this is why women are shocked, bitter, and pissed. Not because men disappeared, but because men learned to walk away quietly. No drama, no ego battles, no speeches, just absence. And absence hurts more than any chase ever did. But like I said before, the age of chasing is over. It's either mutual interest or it's nothing. This isn't weakness, gentlemen. This is evolution. And if you want to continue to evolve in today's
Younger men seem increasingly willing to question social expectations that previous generations accepted without much thought. Whether people agree with those choices or not, the shift is clearly happening. Many are deciding to focus on purpose, freedom, and personal growth before anything else. And that trend doesn't appear to be slowing down anytime soon. Thanks for watching. If you'd like access to exclusive episodes and deeper discussions, Check out the Patreon link in the description. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share if this video resonated with you. Let us know your thoughts in the comments, and we'll see you in the next one.